5 underage girls. Some of the alleged offenses investigated were even felonies. Now, please remember that this is the same guy who worked, because he's now resigned, for the Family Research Council in Washington, one of the leading conservative groups fighting abortion and gay marriage. I might also add, Nick, of those 5 girls, I believe several, up to 4, were his sisters.
Oh my God.
The hypocrisy just is mind-boggling, right? I mean, obviously this is a painful experience for the family. You don't want to kick someone when they're down, but when they spend their whole life devoted to hurting people and to fighting, gay rights, it's really hard to feel badly for this family.
Yeah, without a doubt. The fact that he's molested 4 of his family members and counting is just outrageous. And yeah, the hypocrisy. I mean, who are they to sit and talk about morality and morals, especially religious morals, when he's over there doing these kinds of things? I know he was 15, but still, that's ridiculous.
At 15, you know right and wrong. I mean, you know the difference. Sure, you're not an adult, and yes, of course, you're still in formative years. But there is no question, as a 15-year-old boy,
it would still be weird. Even if he was a 10-year-old kid doing that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Especially because it's forcibly, right? It's not just, oops, I bumped into you. It was forcible actions. Josh has apologized. I do want to let it be known. He's apologized. He said that he had confessed this to his parents when it happened. His father then had actually taken him to speak with a police officer, an Arkansas state trooper, who was at the time a personal friend. No action at that time was taken, although he was given a, quote, very stern talk. So, that's something. That officer, though, oddly enough, is now serving a 56-year term in prison for child pornography. So maybe not the right person to be giving a stern talk. Josh also said he said the following, and it's a quote: "We spoke with the authorities where I confessed my wrongdoing, and my parents arranged for me and those affected by my actions to receive counseling. I understood that if I continued down this wrong road, that I would end up ruining my life." Now that is lovely, and an apology is much appreciated, and apparently all is forgiven because everyone is coming out of, we haven't heard from the sisters who he took advantage of, or the woman who I believe was a babysitter, but we've heard from his wife, saying that he had confessed this prior to their marriage. The parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, saying that this brought them closer to God, and it was a very dark time. But I've got to say, he talks about if he goes down the wrong road, it would ruin his life. What about the lives of the people who he assaulted? Like, that to me is so affronting and so full of ego, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, and it's just blatantly weird. But I mean, the fact that he's on this show is the only reason we're talking about it.
19 Kids and Counting canceled by TLC in wake of Josh Duggar molestation scandal. After 9 seasons, 227 episodes and a number of one-off specials, TLC has officially canceled 19 Kids and Counting after star Josh Duggar's molestation scandal surfaced this spring. The reality show will no longer appear on the air, the network told the Associated Press in a statement Thursday. TLC pulled the plug on 19 Kids following public pressure that erupted when a resurfaced police report from 2006 revealed that Josh had been investigated for child molestation of 6 people when he was a teen. His sisters Jill Dillard, 24, and Jessa Seawald, 22, later came forward as 2 of the 6 victims, insisting they had already moved on and forgiven their brother when the news broke. For more news, subscribe this channel.